Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm glad to have you here. Okay, so before we start the main video for today's tutorial session, which will take part in my next video, I would like to use this opportunity to address some of the major problems people face with the key holder tutorials from my previous videos. Okay, one of the major problem is the coiling of the thread or the rope. People they don't really get how I coil the rope, so I want to take this opportunity to show you some of the basic ways to do that. It's not difficult. As I said, it's 0.08 and the scissors, then the beads. For making a key holder or making a purse, you don't need a particular bead. Okay, you can use any bead of any size. The only thing you will need to know is the technique of how to do or how to weave the bead. Okay, yeah. So I think this length should be okay. Since we are not making a full key holder, we are just taking tutorial sessions on how to coil the thread. Okay. Okay, so let's say this is the kind of beads I have. And we need to make a circle of 5. So I start with a bead of 4. I start with a bead of 4. Then I cross with the the 5th one. Okay, so this is how you coil the rope. But in order to fit through the small spacing, we have to make it quite smaller, like this. So we can run the thread through the bead, like this. So we have something like this. Okay, so then we cross with the other end of the thread. You run this thread through this spacing to get something like this. You see, something like this. Okay, and how to pull. So you hold this end, then you pull. You pull. See, it's closing. Yes, but we have to get the same length for each side. So we pull this side as well. But you see, we don't have the same length. We don't have the same length. This side seems to be longer than the other end. So I can push. I can pull this a little bit. Then pull the other end as well to get something like this. Okay, it's not quite even, but I think it's enough to get something like this. All right. So we are going to give it a one more try. And as I said earlier, since we have a bead of 5 here, we will need a bead of 4. But this time round, we put 3 on it, then we cross with the 4th bead. So then we go 1, 2, 3, Then the fourth bead, we cross. As we did, we coil the thread, coil it smaller. Then we run it through the bead. Like this, to get something like this. Then with this side, we pull this side. Then we pull this side as well. We pull this side as well. Then we have something like this. Quite easy, huh? Okay. Then we run the thread through the adjacent bead. I just run the other end of the thread through this bead to have something like this. Nothing complex. So since we have 2, we'll need 3 more to complete a circle of 5. So that means we'll put 3 on the thread, but this time around we will need 2 first, then we will cross with the third one. So then we have something looking like this. So we run this thread through this adjacent bead. We have something like this. So then we have 2, so then we need 3. Then we go on and on and on. Okay, so I hope you get it this time. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, before we leave, I would like to let you know that this same procedure, we use the same procedure for making a flower pot or a bead vase. So we would need to get this basic process before we get to that stage. Thank you very much.